with the DIN organization that goes with doing all that. And then kind of keep tabs with them. Listen, something you will have to put on the back burner and not put it up in front of your face and distract yourself with it. And then,
You turn down a little bit.
How you doing?
I'm falling asleep.
I thought you was in there, mama. Is you reading a story or something? Hmm?
I don't know. I wasn't in my room. I was seeing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You want to take an online course from Purdue? No, you was working on that before, and I thought it was something else, and I stopped it. If you want to get it from Purdue, we can go through that again, and I know it's Purdue, so I will, go ahead and pay for it and let you do it. Hmm? Okay, think about it. Well, if not Purdue, if you want to take one around here, junior college to see, how they online work, you can do that. Maybe think about it.
What's my song? I haven't fallen asleep yet.
haven't fallen asleep yet?
Yeah.
Maybe you need some MRT?
Yes.
Did you take calcium magnesium?
Yes.
Did you take lorazepam and Lexapro?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
So, when we go through that checklist, did you exercise today as physical therapy and get tired?
Yes.
Okay, I think the calcium magnesium you're not taking enough. Because if you look in the nutritional healing book, it'll have like 2,400 milligrams of calcium, and you have to take it in 2 doses. Our bodies just aren't getting enough of calcium magnesium. And we'll eat and the food that's got calcium magnesium in it.
Probably because they don't let it grow long enough.
Yeah, and the wheat, they say wheat ain't good for you no how. It's the wheat farmers that push wheat. Our bodies don't need wheat. Our body needs, what is it, almond flour, rice flour, quinoa.
They should do it the way Georgia did. Yeah, George Pirinski. The other day,
What?
he made at the top of a high-rise building where there's a whole bunch of glass. 2 stories was a garden. And he made
George who?
the monkey.
Oh my God. The monkey.
That's not a bad idea, George. Maybe if we do that.
Sure enough, but if, who thinks for us? The citizens.
It takes a citizen to know a citizen.
That's not the answer.
That's not the answer.
Mm-mm. Who thinks for us, dear? It's the businessman. He's always thinking about how to make money. He don't care if you're healthy or not. If it grows a lot and he can make money on it, then that's what he put on the shelves in the store. But somebody's gonna buy it and pay for it, and he's gonna put their money in his pocket. It's the businessman.
Mm-hmm.
And if the nutrition and eating book says that wheat is not good for you, then we have to find another grain
To eat.
to eat. And that what's the Indian you was looking at today? What's that bread they call it?
Fry bread.
Fry bread. And they fried the dough, whatever they was using to make the dough. And the businessman didn't come in and disrupt the way God have plants growing. If he tried to make the money using growing the stuff that God grows in the ground, we would be healthier.
Mm-hmm.
But he finds the cheapest way. The thing that grows the fastest and the most, so he can make money. Then that's what they put on the shelves in the store. And they've said it's gonna come on Marilyn Hickey, leaky gut. Your gut opens up and let stuff in it that it shouldn't let in. Gets into our bloodstream and causes probably cancer. Leaky gut syndrome. And she was sick when she was a child. And they kept giving her, what was it? The antibiotic?
Mm-hmm.
They kept giving her something that needed her natural stuff. Janet Macaro, they kept, she said the school nurse, she would come by her classroom door every week and give them fluoride or something she gave them. And she said that was bad. And her body reacted to it. And it messed up her thyroid. And she said, we were sickly all the time. And we just took this, we just had a man, her immune system. Just the thing they gave me was killing my thyroid. It was killing my immune system. And finally she got a doctor that told her to just take the probiotics because they will help her build her system up better than the multivitamin.
Mm-hmm.
So when people find out what works with their body, you should pay attention.
Okay.
Ann says that you need twice as much vegetable. Ain't Bell's been trying to get you to eat vegetable. You hate string beans. But the leafy green, getting the kitchen salad and the greens, the collard greens, the turnip greens, and some other kind of green, mustard green. Do you hear me, Theodore? You better all that stuff.
Okay.
If you don't, you're gonna stay sickly. You're not gonna sleep well, and sleep is important. And you can get obese because you're not getting sleep, and your body isn't doing what it's supposed to do while you're sleeping. So if you don't sleep, then your body and your brain and your heart don't do what it's supposed to do, and so it's gonna show up.
It should all. I was thinking we kind of, I guess we should discuss the salad.
What?
We should discuss the salad, I guess.
Did you eat the salad for dinner?
No.
With your dinner? If you eat salad and a vegetable, you know, a cooked hot vegetable, lettuce, and the vegetable, that's 2 servings of vegetable.
Okay.
And you're supposed to eat that at least for dinner, lunch and dinner. That would be 4 servings of vegetable. And if you don't do it every day, you're going to be awake, you're going to be tired but can't sleep, you're going to be... And Dr. Morgan, he asked you, did you have nightmares? And you said, yeah. The doctor tries to study, but he studied the chemical stuff. So if you come to him and say, Doc, I heard over here or I heard over there, he's going to come up with a prescription. A man-made prescription. When God has already put the stuff in the earth for the healing of man. Melatonin, that woman came on melatonin, you could eat kale and cherry juice. What's that cherry juice?
Tart cherry juice.
Tart cherry.
I don't see how anyone can drink it. It's too tart.
You may mix it with something else. But it has melatonin in it. Now, you can either buy melatonin in the capsule or a pill, or take it in your kale and tart cherry juice.
Okay. I thought I had some melatonin in a drawer. I didn't see it yesterday.
Did we buy gummy
I don't.
melatonin, and it was 2 bottles. I put it in the tray in the store. One for you, one for Joshua. They were melatonin gummies.
Yeah, I think so.
So where is it?
I think it's in my room. Well, I was saying I had some in a drawer, but I didn't see it yesterday. I didn't notice until after I went to bed, though.
You don't go into your room, do you? So it's somewhere in there in your room. I
Okay.
can get it there because I slide off the bed and I'm fighting with this crutch.
Yeah. It might have been.
So if I didn't slide off the bed, I would be in bed.
I might have been losing track of some things, and it's getting scary. Like, I don't trust being in there or not being in there anymore.
What are you saying?
I don't trust being in my room or not being in there anymore.
That don't sound good, Theodore. You must know where your Seroquel medicine is that Dr. Morgan prescribed. If you have to put it on the top of the bookshelf, that's where you put it, and that's where you keep it. Make a necklace out of it. No, the Seroquel, what is it? Is it a pill?
Yes.
Well, you just get the string and get the bottle and tie the string around the bottle, like you said you did with your keys. After locking yourself out of the apartment several times in a row.
I'm laughing.
I wasn't trying to be funny.
No, but it's the truth. You either you tie it around your neck, the bottle of Seroquel, or, like I said, you put it on the top of the bookshelf.
Okay.
Take it out, shake it in your hand, put it back up there.
Okay.
Okay? Because if you take it down, you shake it out in your hand, and walk to the bathroom or the den or whatever, and set it somewhere, it ain't gonna be in your room. It's gonna be where you left it the last time.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. I need to do that with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of my medicines and.
You see what I do? Here, you see what I do here? I typed it up in alphabetical, and Candesartan to gabapentin is here, and Lipitor, low pressure, and metformin is here. And do you see that? Do you see it? Those labels? Yeah, I label it, so I will put it back in that particular drawer. Like a mix-up. I put the wrong one in the wrong place. For the most part, I put it back, and I label it, so I will remember to put it back in that drawer.
Okay.
I can't, if I walk around and stick it over there, or in that closet, or wherever in this house, it's not going to be in that drawer. I didn't put it back in that drawer. And my brain goes,
Yeah, do you think a couple of small drawers would help you keep your medicine?
Sort of.
small,
I don't trust my drawers anymore.
zip that up. You don't trust it. If you put it where you're supposed to put it, it will be there. Trust or no trust.
Mm.
You got to teach yourself, if I put it here, it's going to be here when I come back for it. That's it. And it's going to be there. It's, do you hear me? It ain't going to be nowhere else but there. Because you put it there.
Okay.
And this business about, I don't trust it, and I can't trust it anymore, and I don't trust it. Well, you don't have to trust it, but if you put it in that drawer, it's gonna be there, whether you trust it or not. You see what the Bible says about believing? What does it say? In other words, if you put your Seroquel or lorazepam or Lexapro, if you put it in this jar and label it, it's gonna be here. Believe it or not. It ain't gonna disappear. It's not gonna walk out. It's not gonna walk down the street and go to the right and this and that and the other. It's gonna be in that jar because that's where you put it, and that's where it is going to be.
Okay.
Yeah. you got to do something in your room. So you make sure that you have, you know, Lexapro, Lidocaine, your Seroquel, yeah, and your calcium, magnesium, melatonin, all your stuff you're supposed to take at night.
Okay.
So the doctor said, do you need, what did you say?
A couple of small plastic drawers,
Small plastic drawers.
like the one in the den, a little white one in the den, and a little turquoise one in the dining room that you haven't used yet.
What do you think, Thea?
I guess so. They'd have to, like, close more securely, because if you tilted the one in there the wrong way, it falls out or something. And they probably have to be around that size, 'cause sometimes the bottles are kind of big or something, or round.
I don't know if you need a big drawer or a lot of little drawers. You see, I got several kinds in here in this room. Up here are some small drawers. Are you looking? These are some small drawers here, and these are the big drawers.
Yeah.
And the white one over there, it's even smaller than these drawers. What happened?
My eyeglass went in my eye.
That don't feel too good.
No, it does not.
So which size do you need here?
And I don't know yet. I think like the ones in the den.
I think you need a lot of little ones.
Yeah. I think not too little though.
Now, I like those drawers like that right one down there. That right one over there. And this right one over here. I like those drawers. But do you know, I haven't seen them anymore in Walmart. And you watch these people, especially the white people, when it's almost time for school to start, they'll be in that aisle with those drawers. They'll be in my way because they're buying drawers for their sons and daughters in college.
Or kindergarten.
Or kindergarten. Finger painting and stuff. And look what Heather did. And we put it on the refrigerator. And she's gonna be our artist. Yeah, right. So Theodore needs small containers.
Small drawer set.
Huh?
Small drawer set.
Small drawer set. And I got to go back in your room and sit there and look and think, what would be a good thing, which way to go, and pray and ask God to guide me in setting up your room. And Joshua, I have those plastic that you have to take out your room because it started bending. We need wood that won't bend like that.
Yeah. My room isn't really ready for any wooden drawers yet. I have to move a lot more stuff out before I can put drawers.
You have more than you need in your room. You have stuff that you want to keep to remind you of something. The bunny rabbit, something. You had too much. Dr. Barnes said, take a picture. You can take care of the picture, and you can fold the picture up in the photo album better than you can the actual thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She told you this some time ago. She said, I got another patient that likes to keep a lot of things. And she said, she told her to take a picture of it, and she can put it in photo album and get it in her room.
I've been working on that.
You take a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Then why do you have so much stuff?
Well, right now I'm dealing with stuff that I can't really take a picture of. It's not an individual piece of cardboard or a group of cardboard. It's actual drawer sets that I'm dealing with that I need to box up, move out, and then get those drawers out of my room. So
Get some money. That's what I have to buy. Some small drawers for their room.
mm-hmm.
We have to take turns.
Mm-hmm.
Have to take turns. In Jesus' name. Okay, Thea.
Okay.
You
What
see
did you-
those books stacked over there? You see it?
Yeah.
They're books to tell you that we love you. You're part of this family. And I wrote on the pages Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We should read those books before you go to bed. So you know that we love you and you're part of this family. You never read them, do we?
Should we read them like now, I guess? Okay.
This is Thursday. I can't believe this week is gone already.
It's Thursday, gone into Friday.
Oh my God.
Alright.
12:25.
I guess I get both of those books. Right.
Now don't move those books.
Um,
Cause you don't have room in your room. Oh my
mm,
God.
yeah.
Those books are stacked over there on the corner of that dresser drawer, and they need to stay there.
Okay.
And you could pick one book up for Thursday, read it, and put it back there.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I was wondering, now a good time to talk about the salad. I mean, we all need it. You know, I said I'd save it for him.
What?
And I didn't need any today. And
I
was gonna
asked
exercise.
you because I've been trying to get this weight down. The people at physical therapy don't work with me like they work with Theodore, and I'm getting heavier. My back's hurting. So I did ask Thea
You asked her.
if she would leave the salad for me because I can't do anything if my back is always constantly hurting. I can't move, and the people at physical therapy don't work with me. So I have to either eat salad or starve.
Is that why the salad ended up in the freezer? Who knows?
There was salad in the freezer?
Yeah, they had they distributed 2 packages of salad, and they were frozen. I said, hey man, you know I didn't do it. I can't even walk in the kitchen. But I'm sure it was a mistake. We don't put salad in the freezer. And so somebody just forgot.
Well, I know I was outside with Daddy with the dog attack. We used to. That is not
I
funny.
like that dog. He was looking at me like, what? Are you my master?
And
Where's my master at?
and no, that dog, he was a sheep.
He was standing there looking at me. I said, there it is. And I turned around and he was just looking at me like, where am I? I am lost.
Come to find out,
Now you knows is what you are. You know you ain't in your yard. I don't look like your master.
and she would bolt from him every time he tried to put the leash on her. And
He was free. He's free.
yeah, I could barely get anything in the house. I was wondering, where's this dog at? Where's this dog? And I'm talking to him like, "Yeah, I really hope she didn't go under the truck. That was just, I can't bend over without hurting myself." He looks at me like, no, she didn't go in the, maybe she went in the garage. I'm like, Dad, maybe the dog went in the garage with you. But I know she no dog. And when he cleared the garage, the dog came through. I'm like, Real?
Backyard.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're getting used to the neighborhood.
Wait, did they just move in?
What?
Did I guess the dog and the owner just move in?
You've been there for a while. I don't remember seeing that husky. There's the people across the street. Tubark. I don't know what they did with Tubark.
I think Tupac might have moved.
It's just the little brown car still there.
Yeah, well.
They probably took him out to some other relatives out in the country so he can run around.
But no, seriously. I was out there with the crazy dog.
Runaway dog, runaway dog.
Yes. And I mean, that thing, she ran up to me. I'm like, don't you bite me. I will stomp you with my bad.
Doctor, what? That dog ain't living for the.
The way it was coming at me, I didn't know that. So I was just like, if you bite me. Now, I'm going to say it too, but if you bite me.
If the dog is ready to attack, they usually growl very low.
Well, that's true. There was no growling, so.
She wasn't about to attack. She was just getting used to the neighborhood, want to know who lives where, and who's gonna give me something to eat.
Okay.
It's so cute. It's cute.
I was kind of too zoned out from seeing the dog to really put anything up.
Oh,
Yeah,
he was excited.
yeah. Evidently, Dad saw it first and asked if I wanted a dog, and I said, "Not right this second." And it was like outside the window in the back, so I looked at it from there. And tried to get into the house from there because I,
He still is
yeah.
I don't know. I can see it. You want to do something? You want to do this? You want? I'm looking at him like, are you?
Look, I can tell him when I'm after it. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
He wasn't raised with brothers. He was raised with girls. He was the only brother. And his father was another big boy. Boys like, what's that white boy named Matthew? He'll do something, so you'll go, stop it, Matthew! Put that lizard down! That's usually the way boys think, and if they're gonna get a reaction like that out of you, he's gonna keep doing it. Like that Sid on Toy Story? He harassed his sister. He tore toys apart and mixed them up. Didn't he do it?
Yes, he did.
They portray Sid just like some boys do. Just harass his sister to death. And she grows up like that, knowing that he's gonna pull my doll's head off and stick it on another toy, and He's always done it, and you know, and I don't expect for him to do anything else. Some boys are like that. If the mother's always busy in the kitchen somewhere, but he's got about free reign to do anything he feel like doing, unless his sister start getting back at it. And most girls, she just want to play with her dolly and sit down and have tea, like she did Buzz Lightyear. You know, she's not antagonistic. And I was like, then he said, he's a husky, and then he just said, there he is. And I turned around, and he was looking at me like, I said, oh, he's a pretty dog. He's a pretty dog. And this man next door here, Al, he had it was a pit bull, I think.
Oh
But
boy.
it was black and white. And he was so pretty. Oh, that dog was pretty. And he was sitting down on the ground next to Al. And I said, oh, he was pretty. And he stood up like, somebody likes me. And I said, no, I got to take him back because he barks all the time. I can't get him to shut up. Next time I see Al, that dog was gone. I said, what did you do with the dog? He said, I had to take him back to the pound. I said, oh, man. He said, I couldn't teach him nothing. He couldn't teach that dog nothing. At a certain time, or the way they teach and train dogs, if you pass that time up, you don't learn nothing. He'll jump on top of the table, take the food off the table. He'll run away from you up the street. That's why I like to make that dog trainer early Saturday morning, because he would take our time and train the dog. And take him to the veteran and have him check out his teeth and all that kind of stuff. And then he'll give him his antibiotics, and he will work with that dog however long it takes to train him. Right? What's his name? McMillan? And they traded him. He took another animal training series. I keep finding lucky dog. And I'm sure y'all autistic people need the animal, because the animal adds something to your life and gives you other responsibilities. And you keep saying, no, I'm not ready for no dog, no. Okay, I need to take some Tylenol. Melatonin is 12:36 midnight.
Hi.
I slept today? Why did I sleep so much?
Well, what do you normally do every day?
Look at TV. Sit in the blue chair.
So you go in the den, you sit in the blue chair, you look at TV, you drink coffee with your medicine.
I'm trying to open that. I had a journal that I was writing when I was what's on that sofa. Because when I started moving it, I had a book and paper and a toothpaste. I had this, and it was just all mixed together. And I want to organize it. So I have medicines are supposed to take off the white table. I have journals. I have.
Now, before you go any further, I just happened to overhear Dad deal with some crazy college conversation just a few minutes ago. So I'm on a little bit more edge now than before. See, the last time Daddy talked to me about the college and all that stuff, he said that he would kind of want to wait until we all got a brand new computer and we had gotten up to date with the new Windows something or other. Now he's either Thea's asking about college, or Dad's asking. Either way, I feel like it's going to put pressure on me, and Dad had already had me get a computer that doesn't work like the one I used to have, and I haven't gotten a chance to talk to him about that yet.
Well, did you bring it up or you brought it up?
Yeah, I did. I was trying to ask him to turn the TV down. He sprung the college thing on. Got my hopes up about it. Yeah.
Well, we always have to pray against God to be in the middle of our lives, and his guidance, and what God wants us to do. And you're supposed to already have, like Samson, already have the program and the plan that God wants for your life. Samson was supposed to be a judge to the Philistines, and instead of him being a judge, he antagonized them
And tried to marry with.
Yeah. He liked the Philistine women. He didn't like the Hebrew women. They were prettier than the Hebrew women, the Philistine women. And so we come before God. We come into His presence, and we're asking Him, acknowledging Him, and He will direct our path. And Satan always tries to get in the middle and cause people to misread God and go in the wrong direction. So we bind him and cast him out now. And we ask God to make His direction clear and put angels in your pathway, in your path, and lead you and guide you. Those that are led by the Spirit, those are the sons and daughters of God. So you must be quiet enough in your spirit to hear what God is saying and do what He says. And try not to have this back talk. Try not to fuss like Jonah. Well, I don't like those people, they don't like me, and send somebody else, and I'm gonna get in the boat and go in the opposite direction. And as if you could do that. And Cain killed Abel. Cain says, "Am I my brother's keeper? I don't know where he is." So let's not do that, okay? We understand that God is omnipotent. He's on the throne. He knows what's happening in the future, and So we are his children, and we're obedient, and we want to do what he says. Now, whatever God has for you to do, he will, if you agree with him, he will back you up. And that is not to say it's going to be easy and the devil ain't going to bother you. Because you know him and how he works, you know his playbook, and so get ready, Bishop Jake said.
Okay.
Don't be scared. I can't do that. We haven't done that before. Just walk by faith and keep your hands in God's hands. Keep your hands in God's hands. Don't take your hand out. And he will guide you. And you will have peace about it. And I had a book about careers. And we were supposed to go through each career. You remember that, Joshua?
Yeah, I remember it.
I put some up near the ceiling in your room. There was a dentist assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And nearly just about everything that goes on in our bodies, one of those fields you need to study and help somebody else in that field. Like respiratory, you have asthma. You learn about your lungs, you can help somebody else with their asthma. We have, I tried to talk to y'all about gerontology, taking care of older people. Joshua, you get your back straightened out because your body would be helpful in handling weaker, older people. And Theodora, you would do better with small children.
What about them?
What?
What about small
children?
children?
Because they need that tender hand. They need somebody to sit down and be patient with them. Think like a child.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua, where you walk out?
I was needing to go get some medicine. You were talking with them.
So? Oh, Jesus, help us, Lord. Got to get some medicine. Melatonin,
Yeah, and the gabapentin and
gabapentin. All right, Joshua. But you know when God is in the midst, and if you walk off, you don't hear what he's saying. Moses. You need to understand what your sister needs, and she needs to understand what you need, and y'all need to work together. Paul and Silas. Oh, what else, Lord? What else, Jesus? Okay. Right.
I guess I still need some answers, even though I don't feel like asking any questions. Like with the salad.
The salad?
Yeah,
What about the salad?
I also need to lose weight. I mean, with all the vegetables I need, I I guess starving isn't much of an option.
The what?
Even I honestly just want to starve because I'm just sick of food. But with the vegetables I need, it's not an option. Yeah, so I guess we need to like share the salad.
You just have to
Like
buy
we
more
have,
salad, and you have to eat it every day,
yeah,
and almost all day long, especially um, raw vegetable. Belle says she eats broccoli and cauliflower raw, and the doctor says, "Well, Miss Stevens, you don't have to eat it raw." She said, "Yeah, but I need to crunch, you know, because if you boil broccoli and boil cauliflower, it won't crunch in your mouth.
And what does the crunch do?
You just over to eat it."
what? It's not more nutritious.
Yeah, it is more nutritious if you don't overcook it and kill some of the vitamins. So heating will kill some of the vitamins. But she eats it raw because it it makes her feel like she's eating something. You know?
Okay.
So you could eat broccoli, have it cooked, and eat the cauliflower raw in the salad. You can switch it up. Cook one, eat the other one raw, or cook both of them, or eat both of them raw. Or, you know, that's about 3 or 4 different ways you could eat. Raw carrots, yeah, broccoli, and melatonin, is it called that stuff?
Kale.
Kale. And if you pay attention to Cook's Country, or is it Country Cooks? They will tell you different ways to cook kale and broccoli and asparagus, artichoke. We don't even eat this, but it's good. So you pay attention to the recipe and you can eat it. And Josh, I heard in your room. You opened a can of something. Didn't you? I heard the can open. I don't know what a soda water can sounds like.
Yeah, you heard the can open, but I didn't get to drink it because it was an exploder, so I had to clean that up. Yeah. You always want to tell me about trying to make plans with Thea, and almost every time I do, it ends up backfiring on me. And it's happened about 4 times now. Even today, when I take baths, the hot water runs out faster than I would like it to. And I only get one day. I had to practically beg Thea for Friday last year, and when she went back on it, you got upset with me. Later on, it was the cherry juice. Now, I had been drinking the cherry juice, but I was still getting blamed for it. And by the time you finally said we should split the cherry juice, I had still come away with, I got in trouble about something I didn't even deal with. Then it was the melatonin. Now it's the salad. I had.
Joshua, first of all, you ain't perfect. None of us are. And I understand your sister, and And she needs to try to understand you. You have a big mouth. And you don't like for, I don't know what this is. But like I said, you're not perfect. You will make mistakes. You will need to be corrected. And you don't have to lose your skin because you're being corrected. And this is your sister. You're all in the family together. And you're going to have times when you misunderstand each other. Whoop de doo.
Well, Mom, every time it ends up with my
You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. You just need to ask God to help you understand her and ask God help her understand you. You understand that? You're not in trouble unless you get daddy in it. And he just don't understand. He needs a lot of prayer. We're not talking about daddy. Okay? Do you hear me?
Yeah, now as I was trying to say,
If you go back and repeat and erase,
I was trying to say something, Mom.
you need to be I just told you to understand your sister. And you're not in trouble. Now, if you keep your fat lip going, you will be in trouble. You ain't heard nothing I've said. Both of you need to lose weight. Both of you need to eat vegetables and salad and when we buy salad, try to eat it before it goes bad. Sometimes you buy it bad because they keep bad salad in the store. If you see water in the bag in the store, don't buy it because the salad is already going bad.
I had something I was trying to say, and you.
What do you have to say?
When I'm trying to get something across, don't do that. Don't act like him.
Joshua, I'm the parent, so sometimes you will have to shut up.
Well, Mom, all right, I'll shut up. But I'm telling you, I've got multiple experiences of acting, and you may not say I
You
was in
got
trouble.
multiple. What?
You may not consider it me being in trouble, but I'm the one who came out without any compensation and had been gotten angry about. So that
I get angry with you because you don't know when to shut up, and you don't hear what I'm saying. I said both of you are overweight, and both of you need salad.
well, let me ask
And
you
you're
this, Mom.
telling her to let you have the salad because you're not losing weight as fast as you would like to lose weight.
If they were working with me the way they are working with Thea, this wouldn't even cross my mind. Because back when they were working with me, Mom, I could eat the same thing as everybody else, and I was losing weight. Do you remember that?
You was working with that Mexican guy. What was his name?
Chris,
Chris what? Eric?
Eric, anyway.
Huh?
I don't know his
It
name.
was Eric. It was when I went with you the first time we went in there and sit down with him and he was telling you about pressing on the pillow.
Yeah. Here's the point.
Wait a minute. You have to work with who you can work with. And everybody can work with you. They'll say something stupid out their mouth like, well, he's just spoiled, or, something stupid coming out their mouth, and you'll hear it, and the devil will take it 3 miles down the road. So everybody's not going to work with you. And Satan will make you see, well, they work with their door, they don't work with me. The devil will get you to hear that.
Okay.
Because she doesn't, I don't know. It's just the way.
Can you let me? I had something I was trying to say. Okay.
You go ahead and say what you got to say. I'm going to shut up and I'm going to listen.
First, I'm going to say you're acting like that. Because when I'm trying to get it across.
Wasting time. What do you have to that?
When they were actually working with me, keeping me on the heat, and going from laying down to sitting up to being on the bike, not only was I able to stay awake longer, I could actually go with you to the store and I could eat like everybody else and I was still losing weight. So when they were doing it right, nothing else had to change. When they stopped working with me in a way that was actually helping me, I had to change a lot of things. And that means I had to stop eating like everybody else.
What were you eating like everybody else?
I was eating double eggs and toast for breakfast, and I was eating whatever for dinner, whatever we had for dinner. And I was drinking a whole bunch of sugar drinks.
No, wait a minute.
Will you listen to me? Will you stop doing
You're
that?
supposed to drink sugar drinks?
I'm trying. Will you please listen to me? I'm telling you what happened. Okay. When they were doing what was helping me, I didn't have to change my eating habits. When they stopped doing what was helping me, I had to change everything. And over the past year that I've gone with Theodore, they always tried to mess my schedule up, do things that I kept telling, hey, I can't do this without heat. I never heard Thea complain to them that they were doing something that was keeping Thea from progressing. Now, as compensation, because I know that if I'm going to be worked with properly, I don't have to change my eating habit and I can still lose weight. But since they're not going to be working with me, I have to change a lot of things. I did ask Thea, because they're not working with me, to let me have a salad because I'm trying to get the weight down. It's not working. I need a compensation for not having be worked with. It's like if I find something that works, someone has to get rid of it. I tried to drink more water. I don't drink water when they're all together. I tried to tell Daddy that. He doesn't pay attention. So I want to tell him, it's going to be your fault for me not drinking water because when I find something that works for me, you always against it. You done it with the computer crash. You did it with this computer. You've been doing it with the water. Yep. Yeah. Well, I feel like what I said does not make any difference to you. Just like that one in there. So yeah, I feel.
No. Try to consider this. Daddy is older, which means he has lived longer and he has gone through what you're just now being faced with. And so that's why it looks like he's not paying attention. And it looks like he doesn't consider what you're saying, what you're going through, and he's against everything, every idea you come up with. It looks like that. It sounds like that. It feels like that. He's trying to speed up time for you. All the things he's gone through, he didn't want you to go through it. He's trying to speed it up.
I could go off right now. That's not the. Yeah.
There's nothing what?
What will actually help him is very different from what he's trying to do.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, he already gone through something like this, and he's trying to speak. But when, okay, I'm gonna let him do it the way he thinks, and when it blows up, I'm gonna remind
That's
him.
what. God is in the beginning, and He can see, like Ray Bowles say, He can see the end of the train. Ray Bowles was sitting, and the train started coming, and he did, and he waited, and he waited, and he said, and then he said he was in a vision where he was taken up out of his truck, up high, and then he could see the end of the train, and it was a long train. And so God was saying to him, at the point where you're sitting, with the ding dong and the ding and the railroad sign is down and the arm is across. He said, at this point, you can't see the beginning, you can't see the end. All you know is you're in the middle of the train. But God saw the beginning, and God saw where he was sitting in that truck, and God saw the end of the train. So he was letting Ray Bowles understand, I can see it. You just sit here and wait. However long you got to sit here and wait, how impatient you can feel. I'm telling you, God's telling you, I see the end of the train. And so you need to wait. Because if you don't, if you try to cross this track now, you're going to get killed. And this is why God gives you parents. Trust in God. Your parents, you think, I don't know what you think about your parents. We're just trying to irritate you. We don't understand you. Your parents just, but we have already gone through. And if you would just wait and follow the leading of God through your parents. Well, God, I don't understand this, but I'm gonna wait. Joseph didn't understand. All he knew was the dreams that he had. And his brothers did not like him. And they were always keeping up stuff. But they didn't like him better than he liked, and he gave him a special code, and yada, yada, yada. And Joseph was the baby for now. And he just, what about us? What about us? They just kept some up. They kept it up. And Joseph tried to talk with him. He tried to tell him, I had a dream. That's the last thing they wanted to hear. Oh, you think you're going to rule us? Really? But God could see the end. God could see. And so he didn't talk to Joseph every night, every other night, once a year. He let the train keep going. And all Joseph should have done was, okay, you gave me the dream, and I told him about it. I should have kept my big mouth shut. Then they would have put him down in that hole and left him overnight and then sold him. That's what his brothers did. So even though you feel God, like Daddy's not listening to you, he's trying to do this and that, God still gave you to him to raise. God is the one who can see the end from the beginning. So I pray for you that God give you wisdom and patience and wisdom. Let me say it again. Wisdom and patience. Because God can see the end of the train. You can't see it. They both couldn't see the end of that train. That was a long train.
Mm.
So if you trust God, He will see you through. He will hold your hand. All the mishaps and misunderstandings and they work with Theodore, but they won't work with you and this. God will still see you through it. He is, Mom said, he's still on the throne. He's still there. He's still in, what's the word? In authority. Mama pray for you. Big Mama pray for you. AD pray for you. I'm praying for you. So hold on. Hold on. Continue to trust in God. Be patient even with your father. Even with the people of physical therapy. Because God's in control. They're not in control. Your dad is not in control. Ain't nobody in control but God. If you trust in God, you will come out better. You will come out better. Joseph, Potiphar bought Joseph off the auction block, took him to his house. He saw that Joseph had a good head on his shoulders. He organized everything, every Potiphar felt, well, I can leave my house in Joseph's hand. He'll take care of my house while I'm gone. Because I've seen him do it before. And here comes the devil in Potiphar's wife. Kept Joseph's jacket. Potiphar said, well, I gotta put him in jail. I know he's a good person. I seen him. I know he's a good person. There is God was blessing Potiphar's house through Joseph. So Potiphar knew, and he felt in his heart that Joseph was, he had something on, he had a lucky streak, whatever you want to call it. He had to put Joseph in prison. He told the prison guy to go easy on Joseph, you know, whatever Joseph wanted, let him have it. Potiphar, he had to let Joseph go. But God still had his hand on Joseph. The guys had dreams. Joseph interpreted the dreams while he's in prison, still doing what God had given him to do. The gift that God had given Joseph. Interpreting the dream. Man got out, forgot about Joseph. Another year. 365 days. You want to call him? Man forgot Joseph was in the prison. And when God gave Pharaoh the dream. God's looking at the end of the train. God gave the dream to Pharaoh. Pharaoh woke up and said, I know that dream came from somewhere. I didn't give it to myself. So Pharaoh began to question. I had a dream. Can anybody tell me what that dream was? Can anybody tell me what that dream was? Can anybody tell me? He said, "Oh man, come on! You had the dream. We didn't give it to you. So tell us what the dream was. We'll tell you what it." He said, "Nah, ain't the right one." God was working through Pharaoh. He could see Joseph. Years passed. When God, Joseph said, give me 3 days. I'll tell you what the dream was, and I'll tell you what it means." And then Pharaoh said, like Potiphar, something's with this dude. Being led by God, not knowing who God was, because Pharaoh thought he was God. Yeah, all them Pharaohs think they're God. You can't tell them nothing. Like some of these fathers, can't tell them nothing. They done been through it already. Watching Daddy Joshua is a good son. Grandma Tyler prayed for him. Sister Hughes prayed for him, and I'm praying for him. He calls down. We have to pray, Daddy, that God will lead us so that His will be done through Joshua's life. So He puts us here on the earth first, so He can work through us to get to Samson or whoever. God. The angel said, "This time next year you will have a son, and he will be a Nazarene, and he will be special to God, and you're supposed to treat him like this, and feed him this, and don't let him do this, and yada yada." The angel told Manoah how to raise Samson. And he said, "Wait a minute, I'm going to go get my wife so you can tell her the same thing." And angel came back down, told his wife the same thing. God can see the end. God can see the end. And so He guides us blindly. We have to trust. Joseph told Pharaoh what the dream was. Then God told Joseph what the dream meant. Joseph told Pharaoh what God said the dream meant. Pharaoh wasn't stupid. He said, "You got something with you." He said, "If the 7 skinny cows ate up the fat cows, I'm going to put you over." Pharaoh wasn't stupid.
That one wasn't.
That one wasn't. He put Joseph over the grain. The grain started growing. The 7 years of good growing stuff, and he put it in the silos or whatever. And when the famine hit and nothing was growing, people started starving. And people started talking about, there's grain in Egypt. We're going to go to Egypt and get some grain. And here come them brothers. And Joseph had to hold his mouth. He could have said, "You no good, low down, he could have laid them out. He could have had their heads chopped off. He knew who they were. They didn't know who Joseph was, but Joseph knew who they were."
Okay.
Do you hear me? God saw the end of the train, and so He took care of those brothers that were against Joseph.
Mm.
The very people that you feel is against you, God will make your enemy your
Footstool.
footstool. So when you say, "Oh, when this happens to me, I won't tell daddy," this is Satan wants people fighting against each other. When God is the one, God is the one. He's got it under His control, so you don't have to fight against your parents. You don't have to tell your daddy off. You don't have to. Did you hear that? Because God is the one in control. So you go to God and you tell Him, God, did you see what's happening? I know you see what's happening. You ain't blind and you ain't dumb. But I'm trusting in you. I'm trusting in you. I'm trying to hold on, hold my peace, hold my mouth, hold my temper, hold. When you acknowledge Him as God, as the one on the throne, as the one that can see the end of the train, if when you acknowledge Him and tell Him, and let Him, you know you trust in Him, He will direct your path. Acknowledge Him in all your ways, and He will do what? What's He gonna do? He gonna let you fall in the hole? Fire in the hole. What's them people's name that laugh every time they blow up something? Mythbusters. He will direct your path. Now, wouldn't you rather have God directing your path than you directing your path?
Okay, Mom. Look.
You didn't answer my question.
I'm answering your question.
See, you ain't the right spirit.
Mama,
You're angry.
do you understand why I'm angry?
Mm-mm.
In order for me to hold on, I actually need a compensation when things don't go as they should. I need a compensation. If I don't have one, it's like, why should I even try?
You got a compensation. You're not paying attention to it.
Mom, okay. Now, you don't want me bringing up this stuff again, but I have to get the point across. I am getting to the point where I don't think I can say anything in Theodore. I can't ask for a compensation because it's gonna renege. It's happened already 4 times. It has.
Joshua,
Hmm?
you are not learning how to deal and live with your sister. You just want to blast her and tell her what you think will help you out, and you don't want her to say nothing to her mother. Are you kidding me? I'm here, and I ain't here for nothing.
First,
I'm here to explain to you
yeah,
how to deal with your sister.
but it started with you because I was having such a hard time with the bath and shower. You told me to talk it over with Thea.
You're supposed to.
And when I did, I had to practically beg her for Friday.
Really?
Yes, Mom.
And so then, what did you come up with?
I basically said, look, dear, I only get one bath a week, and the one time I get to bathe, the water goes cold faster than I'm expecting. So, and you get 3 times a week. Nobody messes with the showers on your days. Can I have Friday?
And she said no.
At first it was okay, but then she reneged on it later on, and then you and I got into it. So, strike one.
Mm-mm.
That's what happened, Mom. Whether you want to admit it or not, that's what actually happened.
You are violent and you're angry. And you better watch it. I'm telling you.
How come when I tell you the truth, you don't want to hear it? This is what happened.
Because you don't understand the whole thing. You only see your little part of the triangle. You don't see the whole thing. And being violent and angry, you're already almost in trouble. Calm down. Be peaceful.
Okay, you want me to be peaceful, Mom?
When you have a habit and a pattern, nobody likes to change it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And Monday, Wednesday, Friday is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay? Now, so you have to figure out other time. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
I've seen people wash on those days.
What people do you see?
I've seen you took the